Hello guys, here's another question from quadratic equation. Let me read this question for you. The present age of mother is square of her daughter's age. 5 years hence, mother will be 3 times as old as her daughter will be. Find the present ages. So let us first try to solve this first part of the question. It says the present age of mother is square of her daughter. Say mother age say mother's age is m years. Say mother's age is m years and daughter's age is d years. Now the present age, these two m and d are present ages of mother and daughter, and the question says the present age of mother is square of her daughter's age. So mother's age is equal to square of her daughter's age. So let me make this our first equation, and the second equation says second part of the question says 5 years hence mother will be 3 times as old as a daughter will be. So after 5 years, it has been said that mother's age, we know if mother is 10 years right now, she'll be 10 plus 5 years, that is 15 years after 5 years. So if she's m years right now, she'll be m plus 5 years after 5 years. So 5 years hence mother's age after 5 years will be 3 times as old as her daughter is. So daughter's age is d plus 5 after 5 years. Because if daughter is let's say 5 years right now, she'll be 5 plus 5 years after 5 years, that is 10 years. She'll be 10 years after 5 years. So if she's d years right now, she'll be d plus 5 years after 5 years. So let me make this equation 2, and when we solve the second part of equation, solve equation 1 to get equation 3. And when I solve equation 1 and 2, let me write down equation 1, that m is equal to d squared, and our equation 3 is m equals to 3d plus 10. When I solve equation 1 and 3, I get d squared equals to 3d plus 10, and this implies d squared is equal to 3d minus 10 equals 0, and this is, we can break 3 as 5 minus 2, d minus 10 equals 0. This gives d squared minus 5d plus 2d minus 10 equals 0. And when I take d common from the first two expression, I get d minus 5 plus, if I take d common, d minus 5 equals 0. So d plus 2 and d minus 5 will be our two expression. D plus 2 and d minus 5 will be our two expressions. So either this expression should be equal to 0 or this expression should be equal to 0. So I can write either d plus 2 is equal to 0. This gives d to be negative 2 years, as we have supposed d to be the present age of daughter, or d minus 5 equals 0. This implies d equals 5 years. So once again, we have to neglect this negative sign, because age of daughter cannot be negative 2. It must be 5 years, that is positive 5 years. Now when I substitute this value of d equals 5 years in equation 1, that is, this is our equation 1, so this gives our M equals D is 5 squared, that is 25 years. So here we are. Daughter's age is 5 years and mother's age is 25 years. So I hope you guys understood what I did. So subscribe to be notified by my updates, and bye bye.